That there's a thing of beauty, isn't it? Good morning, Black Betty.
Hi, Clay.
Take one look at her and I know that everything's going to be okay today. She just makes me feel good looking at her.
Oh, did you get all dirty this weekend, girl? Did you?
Okay, for the last I've been away for a while. I haven't been making videos on the Crochet Club, and for the last, what have I been doing the last 2 weeks? Well, first of all, last week I took away young Brax. Young Brax is 13 years of age, keen as, awesome kid to take away, really smart, switched on, very, very clued up, and I've sort of been keeping him alone from just without the other kids most of the hunts, getting to know him before I include him in the group. I think he's been on one group hunt, but mostly him and I, one-on-one, taking him out, and real tough. Got him his first pig a while back, and a real neat young fella to take out, and doesn't have a dad to take him out, so that's my job, and I want to thank those that have supported that too. Last weekend just gone, this weekend just gone, took out two keen boys, young Braden, who I got him his first pig earlier on in the season, and a new young fella, young Axel, who I think is freaking awesome. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just drop a story in this vlog of him telling us about his first pig when we, not with us, when he went out with some other guys, and his story when he was about 8 or 9 years of age. So we've got some new talent here, and talent he is. In the back we've got young Axel. Also got Pace sitting in the front here. And we've got baby Pace beside him. Who's that, mate? You're not fighting that. Axel doesn't need any training. Tell us about the first big pig you got. Tell me the story, man. Or tell everybody the story, because it's a good story.
We were hunting, and this pig was probably about 70 pound across the road.
You're with adults, yeah?
Yeah.
2 other adults?
Yep.
And I know those guys. They're good hunters. Very experienced hunters. Anyway, carry on.
And so the pig ran into the bush
Yeah.
after crossing the road, and the dogs chased it down there. And then we're not sure, but this other pig must have ran through its track, and the other dogs.
They do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it went onto this other pig,
Yep.
and so it sounded pretty small, and so I went down there
By yourself?
ahead of everyone else.
Were they going to it, or are you just beating them because you're faster?
Faster.
Okay. Well, that's a hard case, because those guys are experienced. Particularly Richard, who you're hunting with. He's
Yeah.
pretty good. Okay. So you got down there. You got down there without him?
Yep. And then so I got there, and the pig looked to be about 115 pound, I think it was.
Right.
And so I was waited about 10 seconds thinking about what do I do now.
Just looking at it, what do I do now?
Yeah.
So how old were you at the time?
Would have been 8 or 9.
Oh, really?
Yeah, turning 10 maybe.
Holy shit, okay.
And so I got to the pig, and well, they obviously sent me down there because it sounded small, and so I got to it, I grabbed its back legs,
Yeah.
and then I pinned it up against a tree, and then there was an opportunity to stick it, so I quickly grabbed my knife out and stuck it.
Oh, mate, that's such a good story. I bet they were hooting and hallowing when they got down and saw you with that big pig.
That was a surprise.
What a great story. Oh, that's so cool. Well, thanks for sharing that, Axel. That's cool. And who's been taking you out recently? Just Richard, is it?
Yeah, Richard.
Okay. Does your dad hunt at all?
No.
Yeah, he's not around either, no?
No.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to take you out today. And, of course, we've got this fella here in the front who's been with us, got his first pig with us. Now, that is a freaking cool story, isn't it? What a cool kid. And brilliant on the hill. So, that's where we're up to on the farm. The log cabin is coming along good. Daniel Heath has been doing a mint job on that. He's got the windows in now. He's cut them out and put the actual glass in. So I'll be bringing that in a video later on. And I'll keep you posted on the Clay Crochet Tall Stories channel with Clay and his mates, because I have done one video already that's up. Oh, bit of a climb to get out of this gully, this pig. I'm going to probably create a second channel because it's a lot of fun. Something for the kids, but also the big kids as well. Anyway, hope your own hunting's going well, your own fishing's going well. And remember, if you are someone that is in a shit place, I've been there too. I know what it's like. One thing about a crisis is it always passes. So if you're in a really bad place and you can't see any way out, and I've been there, I talked about it once, like being down a cul-de-sac and I couldn't find a way out. There is always hope and there is always a way out. And if you have a brother or a friend or someone you know that just isn't quite firing like they normally do, a wee bit acting out of character, just not doing their normal things that they love, and you've noticed a change, don't call them. Just go around and see them. Don't text them, just go around and see them. Or if they are so far away that you can't, then pick up the phone and call them. But ideally go around and just open the door, walk in. If the house is a mess and they're normally a tired person, then you know there's something going wrong. If their appearance is really bad, you can tell. And if that's the case, say, hey bro, you're not looking your normal self. What's going on, brother? And ask the hard questions. Hey bro, how are you feeling? And if you're, yeah, sweet as, and then you ask the hard question. Hey bro, have you been having any dark thoughts? And you might have to ask the hard question. You've been thinking about taking your own life, bro. You'd be surprised how many men are that close to it. They've even thought about it that day, and that's time to get some professionals in. And Helpline, Lifeline, there's all different ones in different parts of the country, but all of those services that are done by good bastards that give up their time, and these people are trained, are really good. So if somebody's at that stage, I know I can no longer help them, but I know that they can get the right help. So I'll either ring the number while I'm there and say, hey, I've got a friend here who's been having some really bad thoughts in a bad place. Can you talk to them? I'll give them my phone. I've done that more than once. Or I'll pass the number on. Somebody asked me, how do I start my day? And one of the quick comments before, and I thought it's an interesting one, that I do what most of us do. I wake up, stretch, and I look at my phone. And the reason I look at my phone is I'm checking the weather, because the weather's going to determine what I'm going to do for the next 4 or 5 days. Am I going fishing? Am I going hunting? Am I working on the farm? Am I sitting inside editing? Am I making a vlog like this? What am I going to do? The weather will reflect that. That's the first thing. Then I get up, do a few stretches, not too much, and I drink a big glass of water, and in that I put a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. The apple cider vinegar, it's important to dilute it with a lot of water because it can damage the enamel on your teeth. What that'll do is, after I've had my meal, it will stop insulin spiking by about 30%. So I won't have that big low afterwards. So that's something really you can do that doesn't take a lot of energy, but gives you a lot of energy, makes you feel good through the morning. The other thing that I really do love to do is put in, I don't love it, it's something I do, is I put in some creatine. And the creatine, I use 5 grams. And for those of you that don't eat a lot of meat, or just want that extra function, it helps the brain, it helps the heart constrict. It's a very good, very good product to take with few side effects. Some people get an upset stomach, I don't, but there's a lot of benefit. Bodybuilders use it, increases muscle mass, and when you're getting older, obviously you want to keep your muscle mass up. It won't do a huge amount unless you're doing resistance training and all that, but it definitely helps. So that's what I have in the morning. And then this morning I did that, and I ran around the farm 3 times, and then I got on my mountain bike, went for a mountain bike blat, and so I ran the dogs, then I did a blat by myself, came back in here, I ate a whole bunch of vegetables and nuts and seeds and all sorts of stuff, and I'm now having a coffee talking to you. And that was the Bro Check Club video for today. Go steady, brothers, and the occasional sister, and I'll see you in the next Bro Check Club video real soon. See you later.